Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beninin, and for today's video we are going to be doing a sunscreen review. Today we'll be reviewing the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Sunscreen. This is an SPF 50 and it's broad spectrum. Honestly, I've never gotten so many requests for a sunscreen the way that y'all were hyping this thing up. As you know, I like to test it out on bare skin. I also test it out with moisturizer underneath and then with makeup. So that's what we're going to be chatting about. I picked it up from Sephora. It retails for $34 and you get 1.7 ounces or 50 milliliters. To me, that's a little bit pricey, but some people like to splurge on sunscreens. Others don't want to spend that much, so I guess the pricing is pretty subjective, but for me I would consider this a little bit higher up there. The active ingredients in here are homosalate 8.5%, octisalate 5%, octocrylene 8.5%, and zinc oxide 12.1%. So this is a hybrid sunscreen. With the homosalate, octisalate, and octocrylene, you're getting the chemical filters, and then with the zinc oxide you're getting the physical filters. So it is a combination sunscreen. So some of the other ingredients in here, it has niacinamide, which is vitamin B3 and an antioxidant which reduces the appearance of dark spots, pores, and dullness. It also has hyaluronic acid, which helps to hydrate the skin by retaining some of the water. It also is supposed to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Y'all know hyaluronic acid is in everything now. And then it also has aloe, which is supposed to be a very soothing ingredient. It has some antioxidants, enzymes, vitamin A, C, and E, and it also hydrates as well. They're claiming that they are vegan and cruelty-free, and it comes in recyclable packaging. They also market this as clean, and if you've been here long enough, you know I don't really care for like clean brands. I mean, chemicals are chemicals, they're in everything, you know. So but if that's what you're into, that is what they market it as, being a clean at Sephora brand. It is dermatologist tested and it's safe for sensitive skin. They also say that it's I can never say that, ophthalmologist tested. So it's supposed to be safe around the eyes. I will say I didn't experience any irritation on my eyes. I'll just say that up front. I did get some like tingling on the surface of my eye. We'll get into that, but no irritation like in my eye. And then it's allergy tested, and yeah, on their website it says it's water resistant for up to 80 minutes. I don't know why I don't see that on the packaging though. So this sunscreen does have a fragrance. If you are familiar with Glow Recipe products, they usually put a fragrance in their products. This is the Watermelon Glow, so it does have a like very artificial watermelon smell to it, and then that watermelon smell disappears pretty quickly, and then it just becomes like a regular sunscreen scent to it. So I don't know why the watermelon scent is really necessary if it's just going to turn into like a regular sunscreen smell, but just keep that in mind. And then the watermelon scent and the regular sunscreen scent didn't really irritate my nose at all, and I felt like the sunscreen scent disappeared after like probably 30 to 45 minutes, and it didn't smell like anything after that. Day one when I wore it on bare skin. So in the morning, guys, lately in the morning I haven't been washing my face. I might talk about that in a separate video, but I just rinse off the products that I had on from last night, and then I let my face dry a little bit, and then I put the sunscreen on. So I wore it as is on bare skin. So on bare skin, I feel like the application was just kind of like okay. I did go ahead and put 2 fingers of it on, and I kind of just slathered it on my face like carelessly. And with doing it that way, I experienced a little bit of pilling, like very little bit, and a little bit of buildup in my hairline, mostly on my sideburns and in my eyebrows. I was able to kind of rub that in a little bit. It's called Watermelon Glow, so it is very glowy. You're gonna get a very glowy, dewy finish to it. I feel like this sunscreen is moisturizing enough, so if you are someone that likes to skip their sunscreen and you have oily skin, you can definitely just wear the sunscreen on because it's gonna give you enough moisture and enough glow. I liked the texture of it. I don't know how I feel about the glow. I feel like it was a little bit too glowy for my liking, but it was all right. So I wore it for 2 hours and came back, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, I look shiny, probably a little less shiny than I expected, but I do look a little bit shiny. And then in my T-zones, it did feel like there was some residue, like it didn't fully dry down maybe, and it felt a little bit greasy. But in the other areas of my face, like my jawline, I wasn't getting that like greasy, oily feel when I touched my face. So I went ahead and blotted and I reapplied. Reapplication, not my favorite reapplication. I feel like there was a definite white cast. So with the first application, I would say depending on the lighting that you're in, you may or may not experience a white cast. So, and I feel like on the camera, the white cast wasn't even a white cast, it was like a blue sheen. The blue sheen wasn't picking up as much as it looked in person on camera. The camera is not picking up on what I'm seeing. No. That's so strange. Okay, there's a slight, very slight blue hue. Maybe if I get up close, you can see. You can kind of see it around my hairline, but that is so odd that the camera does not pick it up the way I'm seeing it. And it really did depend on the lighting. So in the window lighting, it looked fine, but when I'd go to like some other lightings and look in the mirror, I could see the sheen a little bit. So after doing a little bit of research, some people found that it applies a little bit easier if you have a moisturizer under. Basically, you know how there was a little bit of pilling, like you could see kind of here and in my hairline? I found that to kind of avoid the pilling, it works best if you spread it all on your face at once and then pat it in with your hands. So I wanted to show you guys this. And also I found that it spreads a little bit nicer on when you put like a very light moisturizer on, which is what I have on right now, instead of putting it on bare skin. So also wanted to show you that. Right now I just have a light moisturizer on, and I am going to take this, rub it out on my hand. I always get sunscreen in my hair. And then just spread it on my face until there's like an even layer. See that? And then I go in and kind of pat it in. And then it looks like I have some pilling, but I just brush it off. And I feel like this kind of helps with the cast that I was experiencing too. It's pretty much non-existent now. And then I wait like 5 minutes and then it's good to go. So I'm gonna wait and then I'll be back. Okay, it's been 5 minutes, I'm back, and as you can see, it looks, you're still getting the glow, but I feel like there's not really a white cast this time. And it's also not like stuck in my hair or in my eyebrows. So that's my little trick if you really want to make this work. I still don't know how I feel about it though. We'll see after I test it out on makeup. And then the last day is with makeup. Foundation, where is it? The Tower 28 tinted sunscreen. I did a review on that. I'll link that video up here. But that's a very glowy foundation slash tinted sunscreen, and I put that on top of it, and as you guys will see, I look very shiny with it on. And I showed you what it looks like before putting powder on, but after putting the powder on and kind of, you know, blotting a little bit, I think it looked better. I will say I do think I enjoy wearing this underneath makeup. I feel like it looks like a very healthy glow, you know. And if you don't like that look, you can definitely powder it down, put on your setting spray to avoid some of that like sheen to it. But I did enjoy it with makeup, and this is what it looked like after 2 hours. I came back, I'm looking shiny, but I went ahead and blotted and it looked a little bit better. Okay, so my overall thoughts on this sunscreen. I feel like I have very mixed feelings about it. I think if you are someone who has dry skin or dehydrated skin and you just want your face to look like glowy instantly, this is a great product for you. Now for people like me who have oily skin, it works because it didn't make me like greasier, but I just think it was a little bit too much, and I can't see myself wearing it out and about looking like that. I would probably have to like powder a little bit before I go out. People with dry skin will definitely like this. Like, it not only looks glowy, it feels like very hydrating underneath as well. So as far as people with acne prone skin, I didn't experience any breakouts from this sunscreen. Honestly, I think my skin likes when there's some niacinamide in products. I don't know if that actually helps with acne, but I just feel like when I have sunscreens that have that in there, I have less breakouts. So I didn't experience any breakouts with this, so I would definitely recommend it for people with acne prone skin. And then if you have sensitive skin, there are a few things in here that I feel like could be sensitizing. I didn't personally experience it. For example, if you are sensitive to niacinamide or hyaluronic acid, probably skip this. I don't know what is in here, but I had this issue on my eyes for all like the days that I tried this on. For some reason, when I put it on my eye area, it didn't irritate like my actual eyeballs, but like the skin above my eyes felt kind of like tingly. I don't know what's in here that's causing that, but just keep that in mind if you have like sensitive skin around your eyes, which I feel like that's my most sensitive area, that you might get a little bit of like a tingly sensation. But it did go away. It didn't last the entire time that I had it on, and it wasn't like tingling like I need to wash it off right now, but just wanted to point that out. And then would I recommend this for people with darker skin? I feel like it really depends on how you put it on and how deep your skin is. So for me, when I slathered it on my face and just like put it on like a normal sunscreen, I did get that like grayish bluish cast to it. It didn't show up in every single lighting, but I did see it sometimes. But when I was like careful about rubbing it, patting it, and then leaving it, the cast wasn't as bad. So I'm hesitant to say that it's like black girl friendly. I feel like it just depends on your skin tone and also how you apply it. So if you are a little bit lighter complexion than me, it probably won't leave you a cast. If you are like my complexion or deeper, it may not work. That is it for today's video. If you guys have tried the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Sunscreen and you enjoyed it, let me know. If you tried it and you hated it, also let me know. And that'll be all for today's video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!